Chickens. If you're gonna do homesteading, you need some chickens. Lock, this kind of lock, so that animals can't open it. See that? No raccoons, no nothing's gonna get in there. Let's let these chickens out. Move! 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 Come on, come on, get out of here. Come on! Alright. This chicken coop is completely overbuilt. But if you don't overbuild it, things are going to get in. You can't have anything that is larger than an inch. So up there, those gaps, real tiny, about a ½ inch. All around, there's no critters are getting in here. Okay? This mesh, gosh, I can't even stick my pinky through that. It's real super tiny stuff. Food, water, I've tried everything. PVC pipes for food and water, the regular trays, all that stuff. It just doesn't work when you have like 5 or more chickens. We have 13 chickens, and we have this water set up. It works fine. A black 35-gallon bucket, okay, with these type of water nipples so they can peck it and the water comes out. All right, the little cups, that those are horrible, because eventually the chickens will turn those cups or something, and they'll the water will start spilling out. They'll just get filled with garbage and crap, and then, you know, the water gets all nasty. But these nipples that they can peck and the water comes out, these are awesome, and it really saves water as well. Black, keep the light out. Now this thing, what is that? Little earwig got in there. Anyway, the food here, we just fill this up with food. I can fit three 50-pound bags of food. You drill this out. As you can see in there, the chickens can get in there, peck out their food, and do what they need to do. Some people talk about sawdust on the floor being not as sanitary as the rest. Whatever. We cut our own wood. We scrape up that sawdust from the chainsaw. We throw it down here. The chickens poop in it. The nitrogen mixes with the carbon and the sawdust. We throw this on the compost pile, and we get really good dirt from that. How big is this place? Christ almighty. Here, let me measure it out. 1 foot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's about 10 foot, maybe a little more. 10 foot wide by about, let's measure it the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 10 by 10, 11 by 11, something like that. That's their little run area. Let's go inside their roost. So here, 13 chickens. There's one laying some eggs right now in that box. Here's their roost. Not that complicated. You don't got to get crazy. Get some closet poles. See, they're already wearing these down with their feet. You can see the wood grain kind of coming out. Get some closet poles. Fix them to, with some screws, fix them to a 2x2. Lean it against the wall. There's their roost. That's plenty for 13 chickens. We've had 15 in here, 15 to 20 in here. It works fine. They'll get about, how wide is this thing? This thing's about 1, 2, 3, 4. This thing's about 4 feet wide. About 4 feet wide, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rungs. And the height of this chicken coop to the plate here is about 6.5 feet. As for eggs and nesting box and all that stuff, get yourself one of these best nest boxes or something similar. They'll go in here, they'll lay their eggs. The eggs will roll down the back to a tray, and then you can pick them up. You don't have to worry about the chickens eating their eggs and laying their eggs in strange places, and eggs get all dirty and covered in poop. Oh, and then as far as their nesting area goes, they poop all over here. We scrape this up, mix it with the sawdust, make compost. See, there we go. Somebody's laying in the corner. We don't want that. Once in a while they do it, but then they just eat the egg and get a little extra protein and calcium. All right, chickens. Coop. Run. You need a run. You need a roost. And food and water. That's all you need. You don't need toys. You don't need that crap. Okay, these aren't pets. They're here to do a job. And that's make eggs. And when they stop making eggs, their next job is to fill up the cooking pot. Everything on a farm or homestead has a job to do. When it can't do that job, we repurpose it. So here's where the eggs come out. Nice and clean. They're not eating them. Yeah, this is fantastic. So way better than nesting boxes that you have to go in there. So we go inside the coop, get the junk out, all that stuff. This is much better. So you don't even have to go in the coop to get the eggs. You just come outside, pick them out of here. All right. Oh boy. Here comes the gang. What are you doing, buddy? Oh boy. Oh boy. Betsy, now be quiet. What are you guys doing? Bodie, what are you doing? Boy. The whole gang's there today. Now, as far as how this thing's built, the predator proofing, you can see we have the wire mesh here. We have sandwiched it between these things. Nothing's getting in here. Sliding door. We have like 6 by, what are these? These aren't railroad ties. These were actually pulled from a bridge. We have like 6 by 17 huge creosote timbers. And we filled up the whole base of this. We filled it up with 4 to 6 inch rock. So nothing's going to come up there and get inside the coop. And then inside the coop we put these stone tiles everywhere. Nothing's coming in unless it has a little jackhammer and can get through the all the stone. That's all you need for a chicken coop. Oh, we do have a couple of windows for ventilation. One window here, we just put some screen over it. Another window here for some cross ventilation. Look, you don't have to build some fancy chicken coop, but with toys and gadgets and making it look all cute, then you need to be practical, right? So you have the sleeping area, you have the run hangout area. You don't need to take your chickens out every day. Take them out once a week, something like that. And really, if you don't want to, you don't need to take them out for weeks and weeks on end. If you have a good food and water setup that you can rely on, this will last the chickens 3 weeks. 13 chickens, that'll last about 3 weeks. We can go on vacation, whatever, come back and not worry about it. But that's how you build a chicken coop. Those are the components you need. Now you will hear some sensitive people talk about, oh, you shouldn't keep your chickens locked up all the time, blah blah blah. Whatever, they're designed to do that. They're here to lay eggs. We let them out here in the yard area to eat bugs and critters, as often as we can. But these birds are perfectly happy hanging out in here for a very long time, and you don't want them hanging out too much. outside, because guess what? There's sky up there. And in the sky, we have tons of hawks and other raptors that want to come down here and snatch birds. At nighttime, there's coyotes and all kinds of stuff come out here trying to get them. So keep your birds locked up most of the time. If you let them out, keep an eye on them, and then get them back inside. Chicken coop, need that for homesteading. Chickens. Oh, as far as number of chickens, so, you know, I don't know. We have 13 chickens. We get about, 10 eggs a day on average. In the summertime, we're talking, we have a family of 5 people plus a couple of friends, and this produces 13 chickens produce way more eggs than we use. We give some to neighbors and sell some on the side here and there just to make some gas change. But I would say a family of 5, you would be just fine with 5 or 6 chickens. And if you had 5 or 6 chickens eating and drinking off of those garbage cans, that'll last a month easy for 5 or 6 chickens. That's how you do a chicken coop. That's how you get this stuff set up. Don't waste your time with the other things. Next, we'll talk about building fires and other basic things that people on the internet don't know about, or think they know about, but don't really. So, we're not going to do any bushcraft, hipster, pseudo survival things. We'll teach you actually how to build a fire when you actually need to. All right, that video is coming up next. Bye.